how to manifest anything you want, including big biceps. Okay, so I went from broke to making $100,000 cash in 9 months, from zero to $100,000 in 9 months as a coach, online coach. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but what I did know was how to start applying the laws of manifestation. So I'm going to teach them to you today. If you're interested in making more money or creating any result in your life, manifesting anything, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a health goal, right? This video is going to help you. We keep it short and sweet. In this one, we can further elaborate in future videos. So what I want to tell you is, first, you have to know what you want. Decide what you want and be very specific. Number one, very important. If you just say, I want to make a lot of money, guess what? The universe, God, whatever you believe in, doesn't know what that is. Your brain doesn't know what that is, right? If you want to say, I want to make more money, okay, well, maybe you make $1 more per day. Is that really what you wanted to make? No, right? So you have to be more specific, because the more general you are, you may end up getting that general thing, but maybe that's not exactly what you wanted. So put a number to it. So if it's money, let's say I want to make $100,000 a year. I want to make $200K a year. I want to make $1 million a year. Whatever that number is for you, be very, very specific, okay? And of course, you can set future goals for yourself. I would start off with the most realistic manifestation that your brain can wrap itself around, okay? So based on where you are now, if manifesting $1 million seems a little too much for you to fully believe in, or even half believe in, I wouldn't pick that number for now. I'm not saying you can't manifest it. You certainly can. You certainly will if you believe in it. But you want to start with where you are now and then start to build the manifestations, go step by step. So maybe for you, it's, I want to make $10,000 this month or $20,000, whatever it is, okay? Start with a number, pick a number, and then pick a time. Okay, so I want to make $10,000 within 1 month, okay? Really, truly believe that, and then start practicing believing it. When I say believe it, what I really mean is practice believing it, because if you already believed in it 100%, guess what? You'd have the money. That's the way manifestation works. And so what you want to do is you want to practice believing in the having of it. So practice 1%, and then increase it to 2%, and 4%, 8%, and so on and so forth, okay? But even if you can believe in it 1%, like, hey, it's a 1% of me can believe I can have 10K in the next 30 days, that's a good enough start. And continue believing that, continue practicing that belief over and over and over again, okay? What you want to do then is you want to repeat those thoughts, which are just sentences in your brain, and you want to start to visualize what it would feel like. So you want to start to feel the positive emotion of what it will be like to have that $10,000. So imagine $10,000 in your hands. Imagine the cash. Imagine the $10,000 being deposited into your bank account. Imagine seeing it on your phone, you sign into your bank account. Okay? Imagine spending the $10,000. What would you buy with it? What would you pay off with it? What would you go do? What's the first thing you would do with it? Right? Start to visualize. If you have to close your eyes, do that. Start to visualize what it would feel like to have the $10,000, okay? So this is really powerful, because this is where the whole law of attraction comes into play, right? You're feeling the emotion that you're creating, the energy that you are creating, the new vibration that you're creating is what will magnetize and attract what it is that you want into your life, okay? So that's the second part. The third part is, as you have that energy, as you start to feel that rush of inspiration, you'll feel it. You'll know what I'm talking about, okay? When you feel that rush of inspiration, when you feel that excitement, when you feel that nudge to do something, ooh, maybe I should do this. Maybe that's how I get to 10K. Oh, no, wait, maybe I did this. Maybe that's how I got the 10K in 30 days. Let's go do that now. Let's go do that first step. When you get those intuitions, when you get those impulses, act on them, okay? Act on them. Because manifestation, a lot of people think it just means sitting there and meditating and then the thing will come into your life. And that can happen. I mean, that really is probably the truest, purest form of manifestation, right? But for many of us, we may not be there yet. We may not have developed a skill like that high enough yet to just manifest everything that we want. That's not the way, at least it works in this time-space reality on this planet right now for most things. Now, there are some things I manifested just by thinking about them. Literally, zoop, they just come into my life. And I'm sure the same's happened to you, even if it's like a small, silly thing, right? You can relate to what I'm talking about. Comment below and let me know if you know what I'm talking about. That's happened to you. If you've ever manifested something big or small just by thinking about it, not by doing anything, okay? But for most of us, because of where you are, on that topic, right? Because of where you are on that topic, you may need to do some action. You may need to take some action and put some effort in, and that's not a bad thing. A lot of people think they're doing law of attraction wrong. They're taking action. I disagree with that, okay? I think you're doing it right if your action is inspired from a positive place. And so if you're thinking and feeling and the having of what it is that you want, let's say the 10K in 1 month for this example, and that inspires you to go send an email to your list, or to go make an offer to someone for $10,000 of coaching package, or to go sell a new product, or to go find that thing in your closet that was worth $10,000 and finally sell it, that you forgot about. You forgot was sitting there. Or, go ask for that loan, or go ask for that paycheck, or whatever it was, right? You want to continue to think of all the ideas, let your mind, let all those impulses come, and then act on them, right? Take the massive action. And sometimes you may need to take more action than you thought you needed to take in order to achieve that result of the $10,000, okay? You taking action is actually a part of you manifesting it, okay? So choosing to believe in the $10,000 a month is what's fueling this massive action now that you're taking. The energy that you create from that belief is what fuels all the massive action you're going to be able to take to actually create the $10,000. And that's exactly how I created $10,000 my first month as a coach. I was literally at $0. I told my family what I was going to charge. I'm going to make 10K. They thought I was batshit fucking crazy. They thought I was out of my mind. I had never made that much in my life, okay? And there was just no way it was going to happen. And I just kept believing, and I kept believing, and I kept believing. And I failed a lot of the times, and I made mistakes. And there were many times I wanted to give up, but I kept believing. And I kept visualizing what that $10,000 would be like. And I kept believing in that future that I've already created in my mind. I kept visualizing and feeling the excitement of it, the joy of it, the positivity of it, the $10,000 in my hands. And when I did, the idea started to flow to me. And I would take action. I would mess up, and I would take action again, and I would mess up. But that fuel of that belief, because I believed I'd already manifested in the future, that fuel kept me going. And before I knew it, $10,000 my first month. And I literally, till this day, feel like that was the easiest $10,000 I ever made. Because I literally didn't have to do anything to achieve it. When I say anything, I feel like the work was effortless. I was in such a state of flow that I didn't feel like I was working. I feel like I was having fun. When you feel like you're having fun, when you feel like you're playing a game, it doesn't feel like you're working. You don't feel like you worked hard to achieve the money. I certainly didn't. And then I went out to make my first $100,000 in 9 months. And that was the most effortless $100,000 I've ever made in my life, right? Up until that point. And so that's how the law of attraction works, my friends. For some of you, it may be different, and it should be different based on your personal experiences and, where you are in this journey, but it's very simple. Don't complicate it, okay? Literally decide on what you want. Be very specific, pick a number, pick a goal, pick something that's measurable or something you want or desire, if it's a person or a health goal, whatever it is, a vacation, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, again, okay? Put a goal, put a deadline of when you're going to achieve it by, not I would like to achieve it by, no, I will achieve it by. You want to declare that, you want to put that out into the universe, okay? You want to start to practice believing in that happening as much as you can throughout the day, during the day, morning, night, whenever you can, whenever you remember, you're driving your car, you're sitting, you're on your phone. You want to think about it as much as you can, okay? And you want to feel the emotion of having like, ooh, when I have that's going to be so amazing. When I want to have a vacation, I want to do this. I want to take a selfie and post on Instagram and let people know I'm manifesting my fucking vacation, right? So whatever is going to make you happy, you want to do that, okay? And then you want to allow yourself to listen to those impulses and those intuitions and those thoughts that come up, because literally your brain will give you ideas. If you believe in the infinite intelligence, it will give you ideas to end up creating that result. And sometimes it's going to be from the most batshit crazy ways. It's going to be from the craziest ways, the most unexpected ways. And sometimes the money will come to you. Listen, you might not even have to take action, right? But don't go for that. Don't go with the intention of I'm not going to take any action. Go for I'm willing to just let go and believe it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe it's going to happen. Either I'm going to end up doing something to make it happen, or it's going to fall into my lap, or it'll be a little bit of both. But I'm willing to do it all. Let's have fun. Let's go. 10K is mine. I'm going to have it in my bank on this day, right? That's the attitude you need to have. That's the energy you need to be coming from. And when you do, whether you take action towards it or not, whether it falls into your lap, either way, it's going to be a win-win, because guess what? You'll have manifested the thing you wanted. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment below if this made sense to you, if any of it resonated with you. If you've manifested something before, please drop down in the comments. Let us know what it is that you have manifested, how you manifested it. Share your details with us. If you have any questions on how I manifested the amazing, wonderful, beautiful life that I've created for myself, both professionally and personally, feel free to ask me questions below on future topics and videos you'd like me to make content about. And other than that, I'll see you next time in the next video or episode. Like I always say, remember, you are never alone. I'm always here with you, always, always. So never forget that. Until the next video, lots of love.